Let me guess. You work 40 hours a week. You skip lunch to save money. You drive a car that's falling apart because you can't afford the payment on a new one. And at the end of every month, you're still broke. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You're not broke because you don't work hard enough. You're broke because you think like a broke person. Today, I'm going to show you the exact mindset shift that separates people who stay stuck from people who actually build wealth. Part 1. The Paycheck Prison. Most Americans are trapped in what I call the Paycheck Prison. You trade your time for money. 40 hours a week. 52 weeks a year. 40 hours a week. 52 weeks a year. You get your paycheck on Friday, and by Monday, it's already spent. Rent, car payment, student loans, groceries, Netflix. The bills stack up like a mountain you can never climb. You're drowning in receipts and expenses. And you tell yourself, once I get that raise, everything will change. But here's the brutal reality. A raise won't fix this. Your income isn't the problem. The problem is that you're playing the wrong game. You're playing checkers while rich people are playing chess. Part 2. The Scarcity Trap. Broke people operate from scarcity. They see money as something that runs out. So they hoard it. They pinch pennies. They buy the cheapest option every single time. They squeeze every dollar until it breaks. They'll drive 20 minutes out of the way to save 50 cents on gas. They'll spend 3 hours comparing prices online to save $5. They waste 3 hours of their life to save $5. But here's what they don't realize. Your brain starts believing there will never be enough. Scarcity thinking keeps you broke. You get locked in survival mode. You spend all your energy protecting the crumbs you already have. You'll never take the risks that lead to real wealth because you're too scared to jump across the gap to reach the treasure. Part 3. Rich people think in assets. Here's what changed everything for me. Broke people buy liabilities. Rich people buy assets. A liability takes money out of your pocket every month. Your car payment, liability. Your Netflix subscription, liability. That new iPhone on a payment plan, liability. An asset puts money into your pocket every month. A rental property that pays you rent, asset. A side business that generates income while you sleep, asset. Stock that pays dividends, asset. Most people work their whole lives buying liabilities and then wonder why they're still broke at 65. Part 4. The Latte Factor is a lie. You've heard the advice. Stop buying Starbucks and you'll be rich. That's garbage. Skipping your $5 latte won't make you wealthy. You know what will? Learning a high-income skill. Starting a side business. Investing in yourself instead of just cutting expenses. The difference between $50,000 a year and $150,000 a year isn't your coffee budget. Stop thinking small. Stop obsessing over saving $20 a week. Start obsessing over how to earn an extra $2,000 a month. Part 5. Debt is a tool curse. Americans are terrified of debt. We're taught debt is bad, pay off everything, live debt-free. But that's not how rich people operate. Rich people use leverage. They borrow money at 4% interest and invest it into something that returns 10%. That's how real estate investors build empires. That's how businesses scale. Now, I'm not saying go max out your credit cards on random stuff. Consumer debt on a TV or a vacation, that's dumb. But strategic debt to buy an asset that generates income, that's the game. Part 6. You don't have a money problem. Here's the hardest pill to swallow. You don't have a money problem. You have a value problem. The market pays you based on the value you provide. If you're broke, it means the market doesn't value what you're currently offering. Harsh? Yes. True? Also, yes. So the question isn't, how do I save more money? The question is, how do I become more valuable? Learn copywriting, learn sales, learn how to code, learn anything that the market is willing to pay top dollar for. Your income is a direct reflection of the value you bring. Increase your value and your income follows. Conclusion. Here's your assignment. Stop budgeting like a broke person. Start thinking like an investor. Ask yourself, is this purchase an asset or a liability? If it doesn't put money in your pocket, think twice before you buy it. And most importantly, invest in yourself. Take that $200 you were going to spend on new shoes and buy a course. Buy books. Learn a skill. Because the best investment you'll ever make is the one that increases your ability to earn. That's how you break out of the paycheck prison. That's how you stop being broke. Let's get to work.